What's up, I'm Troubleshoot. Let's quickly talk Persuasion in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Persuasion is something you can have with any character. Walk up to them and in the bottom left corner, you'll see this icon down here. This persuading icon allows you to speak to them and increase your disposition with them, which can unlock a few positive things. When you have a higher disposition with characters, they're more likely to give you useful info for quests, sometimes give you new quests, and of course, they can even unlock new houses. Basically, how disposition works is you can just bribe them a bit of gold, and in response, your relationship with them will improve. However, we can do this for free with a minigame at the very top of our screen. When you first walk up to a character and start the disposition minigame, you'll see 4 separate quarters on this wheel, each with varying levels. So we've got 4 bars, 3 bars, 2 bars, 1 bar, and it'll be randomized as to where these bars are. What you'll want to do is hover over every option, so admire and look at their facial expressions. Sometimes it's easier to tell how they feel about something more than other things. There are 4 possible options: hate, dislike, like, and love. You'll want to find the most positive reactions and the most negative ones. So, starting at the very top, admire, his eyebrows raise quite a bit, so I assume he's happy with that. Joke seems pretty neutral. Boast seems neutral but negative, and coerce seems even more negative. So, for this, admire is number 1, joke number 2, boast number 3, coerce number 4. What we'll want to do is click the most positive options, starting with love when it has the most number of bars. As admire is love, we'll click it while it has all 4 bars. This will give us a pretty big boost in our persuasion with this character. Then we can do it again for joke, which was slightly positive, so I'll click this, and now we've gained some extra disposition. Now we're stuck with 2 negative options. For this, we'll want to pick the one with the least amount of bars, so in this case, boast, and then at the very bottom, 3 bars for coerce. It's the only other choice that we have. Overall, you can gain or you can lose disposition with characters pretty steadily using this very simple minigame. When you're in the minigame, your disposition with the character will slowly tick down, and as you can see, once you've completed it once with a character, you'll see different colors. Love is like a cyan, like is a yellow, dislike is sort of a brown, and hate is a red. As we don't have a good option for admire, we've got 4 bars over here, and it rotates clockwise. We'll start with at the very bottom, hate, 1 bar. This takes away the least amount of disposition. Now we have a maximum value for love, so we'll click that. Joke has 4 bars as well, maximum, click that, and finally boast, 2 bars, bam. There we go. We now should have gained quite a bit of disposition. Obviously, I lost quite a bit as I was hanging around and speaking, and it ticks down slowly as time goes on in this minigame. Basically, the goal is to just get as high options on the good ones and as low on the low ones so that you can generally raise your disposition with a character. Past a certain point, you won't be able to level up disposition anymore as the character just happens to like you too much. That's a fantastic place to be. So I'll just click through this until we can speak to them no more. So there we go, 65, 70. This one we're kind of stuck on. We've only got low numbers for the good options and high numbers for the bad options. And in this case, we can't really do anything but make the least damaging decision. Or you can do something that's a little bit cheaty and you can level up your skills very quickly using this wheel. Whenever you complete a cycle of this minigame, you'll gain some extra points into Speechcraft, allowing you to level up how easy this minigame is and some other things. Speechcraft is basically what controls this wheel here. Whenever you're in a wheel, what you can do is just click the least number all 4 times as it rotates, and your disposition with the character will ever so slightly change, meaning that you can just spam through it and very quickly level up your character in Speechcraft just by doing it over and over again. If it happens to drop beyond a certain point, just bribe them and continue. This will raise your disposition temporarily, then you can just spam click through this and level up your skill. When you're stuck with 2 bad options, that may be the best thing to do, always clicking the 1 bar. Otherwise, past a certain level of Speechcraft, you'll be given 1 free rotate of this wheel per game, which we can unlock from the ability screen, which I'll show you in just a moment. So, when you want to do that, pause the game, head across to character, under major skills, you'll find Speechcraft all the way down here, and we've got 5 different levels. Novice, no perk, apprentice, disposition decreases slower when you're in the minigame, journeyman, level 50, you can rotate once for free, level 75, expert, bribes cost much less, and finally, level 100, master, disposition no longer decreases over time when trying to persuade a character. It also is less impacted by the most disliked action. Pretty big. So if we carry on persuading here, maybe we bribe them to get it up a bit and just spam click through this, you'll eventually get to a point where you can no longer start this minigame as we've maxed out our disposition with this character. At this point, you can speak to them, maybe get some new quests, some new info, things like that, if you're not already given them automatically by the character just telling you outright. But yeah, that's really Speechcraft in its entirety and how to level it up, how to cheese it, and of course how to win the Persuade minigame. That's really that. Hopefully you found this video useful. Thank you for watching. Mine's been Troubleshoot, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao.